from my verbal history, and not only my verbal history, but from my, investigation of, DC code offenders being in the BOP from, from beyond my time, before my time. We talking about a group of men that when a group of men reach a certain level, if that level is when you become, you put that tag on you, when they put that tag on your back, that you cannot be rehabilitated, they put you on a level all by yourself, man. And from Alcatraz to Marion, now, after my early time, now you got ADX, right? I'm in the middle. Now, and once they put me on, put that tag on me, and they, whether I wanted to or not, to be on that level, that means, man, I can look for death at any given time, whether they created for me or whatever, because their whole thing is, man, you no good for our society anymore, So it was my business to find out who I was and who set the standard of what their title meant to me, because their title included who I was, where I was from, and where I'm going. So with that said, I had to find out who set the foundation. When they say, man, ain't nothing we can do with this guy, man, put him up in there in that box up there. You see what I'm saying? And let them rot up there. You see what I'm saying? Let them feed off each other, because they gonna feed off each other. Because they put you up there with people just like you. Now, with that said, that's how that mentality was started from Alcatraz Island all the way through Marion, all the way to ADX. You see what I'm saying? You're on a level all by yourself. So you on a mentality all by yourself. So it was pertinent to me to find out who my people was that set the standards for me. You see what I'm saying? So because I already know it's a principle that's gonna keep me alive. If I got a chance to stay alive, it's gonna be that principle. So it was pertinent for me to find out who these people were that set the standard. I found out a lot. And what I found out, you had Vernon Cooper, you had even Flick Taylor, you had Old Man Gagel, you had Old Man Deloach, all of them, and a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people didn't know that Bumpy Johnson went to Alcatraz Island. And when he got to Alcatraz Island, they were still trying to hit his head. You see what I'm saying? Now, who was there to protect him? Not just because he was Bumpy Johnson, because he was one of us. Simple as that. He was one of us. There was a few among many that wasn't like us. They had the same mentality, the same capability. You see what I'm saying? The same creativity. To see your demise, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, we talking about people that's actually geniuses, man. You know what I mean? Now here it is, these people set the standard. They set the standard of where they was from, who they were, not only as black men, or Asiatic men, but they was from DC. So it was they set the standard for me. So it was my job to find out who these people was. And since they got me there, it was my job to actually live up to that standard. So those guys who set that standard, you know what I mean, they didn't get that rep, or however you want to say it. They earned that. For them to be who they were, they earned that. Everything, you see what I'm saying, that them guys, that system, them police or that institution administration put them on that plateau by themselves. They earned every bit of it. Believe that. You see what I'm saying? So, why not? Why not, man? Find out who they is. Just set the standard. The same standard to keep you alive, but every man earn his own. Can't live. I couldn't live off Vernon Cooper, old man Gay, or old man Deloach, Rep. Nah, you know, whatever. You handle your own business and you live off your own. You know, if you're gonna make some, you know, there's no man went intentionally try to make a rap. No man. Everybody was just trying to stay alive. You know, it just came out like that. You know, it's just that, man, at this moment I want. That's all. You know, but just for winning this moment, there's no telling, man. You might lose the next moment. And that's how everybody was living, you know. So those guys set the standard. We adapted to it because they put it there. We adapted to it. You know, we weren't trying to set it. We were just trying to stay alive. That's it. And we that stayed alive, the ones that stayed alive, even the ones that perished, trying to stay alive. That's who set the standard, man. That's who set the standard. In other words, we wasn't gonna lay down, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, it was always a concept in that, being that they put us there anyway. It was always a concept, man. I'd rather die on my feet than down on my knees begging. Hey, you know, that was the standard. And every man that perished trying to stay alive, and that actually those few that did stay alive, you know what I mean? That was the concept. I'd rather die on my feet than on my knees begging.